All right, guys. Welcome to the Black Apple Podcast. I am Sdwjr. I would like us to look at the incident that happened in Kentucky. Um, I always state it, and I say again and again and again, as an activist and as a podcaster, and as an individual who is fully Courtroom uh, to social events or social happenings across the world as a whole, and someone who has been uh, a victim of white police brutality and who also have seen and watched white police brutality against black people, and as an advocate and as an activist across this country, I've said it many of times, and I've said it in such a way that it is becoming more of a sounding echo across this country. I want to look at the judge who was shot in his courtroom by a white police officer days ago. And I want to kind of touch on that a little bit here. Schools were shut down. Businesses around our courtroom were shut down. Uh, let me read something here that is pertaining to that. The district judge Kelvin Marlin, 54, was found around 3 p.m. Thursday with a gunshot wound and pronounced dead at the Letcher County Courthouse in Whitebirch, Kentucky. State Police. The judge was shot by Sean N. Stain, of 43 years old. Now, there hasn't been clear as to why that shooting took place, but it doesn't matter whether there was any clarity. It doesn't matter whether the facts have been made known or not. It doesn't matter. A judge was shot in his courtroom by the white police officer. That is enough. We don't even gotta wait for the facts to come through. If a white judge is shot in his courtroom by the white police officer, that in itself should not even be a discussion to be like, we gotta find out why he was shot, why he was killed. I've stated this many times. Judges are off limits. I've said it again. It doesn't matter whether the white judge, whether the black judge, whether the Chinese judge. It doesn't matter what it is. Judges are off limits. There are people who are there to implement the law when the law is being violated. There are people who hold folks accountable. It doesn't matter what status you are or you have in this country or in the world as a whole. Judges are there to make sure the law is transparent. And if a judge was to pass a verdict or pass a decision against anyone, most times you can follow the due course of law and have those charges reversed. But nobody has the autonomous right to think that because a judge says you are convicted of this crime and you don't like it, you have the right to go to the judge home and kill the judge. Or you got a right to shoot the judge in the courtroom like the white police officer did, Sean Steen did. Or you can even plot to kill the judge. I mean, you can say something in dissatisfaction to that by saying the judge maybe you're racist, or the judge is not fully transparent, or the judge just did not want to see all the facts, or the judge was biased. That's normal. You can say that. But where you will pull the gun to kill the judge because the judge says something that you don't like, and that's where it led to Sean Steen pulling the gun on the judge in his courtroom. Now watch this. It puts a red flag to me, and I'm thinking about this all night, about the mindset of white police in this country, just the mindset. Now, if a white police officer can shoot a judge who did not have a gun, who did not pose a threat, who did not in any form, in any way, did something wrong. What that should tell you about these individuals in black neighborhoods? What that should tell you if a judge is shot for doing nothing wrong? Think about how many black people getting shot every day by the people, by the white police officer, not even posting a threat. And this is what I always say again. I'm really, really concerned about the state of mind of white officers in this country. I'm really deeply, deeply concerned about the state of mind. I'm really worried about that. Because if a judge can get shot for doing the right thing, and we know many blacks are getting shot for doing the right thing, where does it put us in this country against police officers? Especially someone who's looked like me, someone who looked like you. Man, you know, yeah, it's once this news hit my feed, I was devastated, man. Because this is the first time I'm seeing a judge, known of a judge, shot in his courtroom for doing the right thing, for following the due course of law. That's what lawyers are for. Lawyers are meant there to implement the law in the manner in which they are supposed to be implemented. But again, you got some people who think that because they got the gun or because they're white, they brought the law. And if someone who is a judge is passing down decree, they have the right to kill. And that's what we are today. And I hope that officer served life in prison. Life in prison. Judges are off limits. I love you and God bless.